take this off. Oh, this is going to be annoying to have. It's not like comfortable to have because it's like draining so on my eye. No, not again. Oh, right. Sorry, I will be doing something here because oh, there it is. Why? Why did you want to be with us before? Okay, is it? Yeah, it is done. So, what were we doing? All right. Gonna put that here. You can put that tile. Yeah, I know it probably fits in here. Oh, oh my eye. Yeah, it is. There we go. Just taking here a bit. Oh, right. Sorry, it will be there. Now I can at least see everything that is going on that is important for me. Do I have anything? Ah, right. Shower. Yeah. Whoops. Forgot about that. We're going to put this up here. All of these things should wonder. Python was okay. Yeah, this game does have a weird shit in it sometimes. Was some way to actually. Oh, right. Can I? Now. Fifth from the top and third from the right. Okay, I think I know what I want to get to here. So let's just go back. Still going. Oh, my internet seems to be a bit slow. So, there it is. Yes. Other side of the black and white. No shit, we were actually just looking at it. So. Yeah. You know, like, it's not to check up on them. I'm like, alright, give it a shot. No. No. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Right, now I can actually see what it's supposed to do. You will understand. Yes, I did it. I got something from the frame. Hole in the wall, like a hidden safe or something, you know. Well, let's take a look. All right, I need some water. I'll be right back. So yeah, I am back in business. I just need water. I sometimes forget water, so yeah, I just got water right now. Can you hear me getting good? Yeah, I think so. If we just do this for a bit. Oh, la, 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 la. Yeah, the problem is I can't really do that without pausing the game and stuff like that. There is a Mars key. Woo! Mars symbol. Same symbol engraved. And I can mean, yes, we can use this to get out.
What's the deal with this picture anyway?
Nice. You actually are talking through this. That's good. Then we can just listen. I think this is actually a thing that happened.
I think I've seen this picture before.
It might be some sort of at least thing that has more or less been. I'm uncertain.
Where?
In a book. There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. I saw this picture in his book.
What's this interesting theory?
Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Man, I can't deal with this. Just listening to you talk about it is giving me a headache.
Wait. Ah, there we go.
It's not a difficult concept to grasp. In essence, he states that the shape of living organisms and their behavioral patterns are transmitted through a field not visible to the eye.
What part of that isn't difficult, exactly?
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
Telepathy?
Yes, telepathy. Well, perhaps not exactly telepathy, but it's close enough for a simple approximation.
Are you serious? Telepathy? Who do you think we are? Kids from the 70s? I can't believe someone would actually do serious research on something like that.
Yes, I agree. I read the book, but I can hardly say I understood it. I'm in no position to defend or condemn anything it said. It was probably just someone latching onto a statistical outlier from some study and turning it into a ridiculous theory.
I'm gonna check a thing here. Sorry if it actually disappeared. Like I said, some of this game you need is real, while some of this is just proper talk. What do you now say? So Sheldrake. Okay, just because I actually want to know myself. So Sheldrake. Like Sheldrake. I think it is a thing. It might be. Let's just check. I just want to know, actually. I just need to. So, more. Yeah, it is a thing. Morphogenic field is a thing. Was first introduced by Alexander G. Gurwitch. Okay. It is apparently a real thing, morphogenic field and Sheldrake.
There's no scientific merit to any of it, I'm sure. But even so, Anyway, I saw a picture like that one in his book.
Okay.
Hey,
Quite
what do you
interesting.
think this picture looks like?
Well, now I know what it looks like, mostly because I remember what he said. It's a dog. Like, I can show you. Like, the legs, the head is like this thing. This is the front, and this is like the back.
What do you mean? Isn't it just like abstract or something like that? It's just black and white scribbles. There's no meaning there. That's it.
What about you, Junpei? Does it look like anything to you?
I guess it looks like
I'm gonna say a dog because
maybe
now I only
a
see a
dog.
dog.
No, see, you got the head here, and then these are the front paws, and then these are the back paws. See?
Oh, I see it. I guess you've got a point.
How did you know? You're right. I didn't think you would have been able to guess that.
Mostly because this is the one thing I remember from this game.
So
The specific dog.
now
The
we
rest
know
of
what
it
it's a
I don't
picture
really
of,
know.
But I don't see how that helps us.
A TV show from Great Britain did an experiment once. They took two similar pictures. Both of them were difficult to identify, initially. But once you figured out the answer, you couldn't see it as anything else. These
Yeah,
two
exactly.
pictures.
That's exactly the thing with me now. Now I see it as a
The
dog.
first was a woman wearing a hat. The other one, well, to make it easy, let's just say it was this picture of a dog. So, their experiment. First, they sent the picture to other parts of the world outside the reach of British airwaves. To Ireland, the US, Africa, Europe. Then, in each country, they gathered a number of test subjects, roughly 1,000 people. They were shown the two pictures and asked, what does this picture look like to you? The results weren't really interesting on their own. 9.2% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. 3.9% saw the dog in the dog picture. Then, 2 days later, they aired a new program on their show.
Okay.
During the 30-minute show, they broadcast the dog picture and its solution. The audience was estimated to be 200,000 people. After the broadcast, it was a safe bet that the number of people who knew the solution to the dog picture was at least that many. After another 2 days passed, they gathered more research subjects from areas outside the reach of British TV and radio. This time, they only found a sample of roughly 850 people. Naturally, none of them had participated in the first test.
Okay.
They were, however, given the same test and the same two pictures. The results were startling. 10% of the people saw the lady in the lady picture. The previous test sat at a 9.2% success rate. Not much of a change statistically. The dog picture, however, produced a very different result. The percentage of people able to successfully find the dog, it went from 3.9% to 6.8%, a very significant increase. So do you understand? Do you realize the significance of this experiment? There was no
Not
way
really.
the second group could have seen the picture.
I think it is the board I have right now.
They lived far away from Britain and couldn't have seen it. But even so, it was only the success rate for the dog picture that went up. Why? How did that happen? What does it mean?
Oh, wait, does this have something to do with that field? Or whatever it was that you were talking about earlier? A field not visible to the eye.
Okay.
So, if more people know the answer, then that information will pass through the field.
Okay, so if I may state my own thing here. So, it is the thing, we have electricity in our heads, in our brain. That's the thing that makes us think, act, do stuff. And it is the thing that energy always cannot be destroyed, it can only be altered, get an altered state. It's more or less that the same thing, that our head do this, and because of that the energy around us becomes the same, just because there are so many understanding that, and then other people actually manage to get that part as in their head. Like, you probably doesn't understand what I mean, but if you think that their energy around us, we take 1,000 people think the same thing, exactly the thing with the dog. They know that that's a dog in the same area. Take away those, take new in. They don't know the dog thing, but we ask them what it is. But because of the energy in the area is like the same sort, other people there might actually understand what the picture is, just because the energy in the air is. Okay, that might be so much more terrible to explain, but that was just my own theory. It's just me walking around, if you say so.
Psych! I was just kidding. You really? Well, I mean, the things I just told you about are true. They really did happen. But the results of that experiment really aren't anything to go by. They could have easily falsified them. In the end, I'm sure they were just in it for the ratings. They are a TV station after.
True.
Right.
She actually got me there.
Man,
I just
I
started
gotta
to
admit,
explain
you had
as
me
you
there
heard.
for a minute. I
So yeah.
really thought you were serious.
I'm just going to do some things here. It's still a bit very loud for me. Like I'm trying to both listen to my voice and them, so somehow it's like
Of course not. Like I told you before, I'm sure it's all just pseudoscience.
Oh, okay, right.
All right, enough nonsense. We've got the key. Let's get out of here.
Word.
word.
Huh. A field not visible to the naked eye. Morphogenetic field.
This is a thing. I actually do have it up. Why do I have it up? I need to have my stream up. Sorry for this. I just need to do this. There we go. So I actually can see the stream instead of all that. Woo! It unlocked. Come on, what are you guys standing around for? Let's get out of here. Come on, Jumpy. Let's go. Alright, let's go. And now we escaped. Bam, bam, bam.
Oh, another hallway.
So now it's a load of listening, but I don't really care. I liked it, especially now when I don't need to read everything.
Come on, open!
You seriously think that that will open? Look at it!
It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know.
Damn it!
Look over here!
Elevators. And the buttons. Of course they don't work.
The power must be out here too, just like by the staircase.
That leaves this door. Well, looks like we don't have any choice.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Well then, let's open it.
All right, here I go.
Oh. So it's a kitchen.
What were you expecting?
Well, it's a luxury place, so everything from a sleeping room to a entertainment room to who knows what.
Isn't it obvious? The exit? I was hoping this would be the way out of here.
True, that as well, but I don't. That it's not that easy.
You really think it'd be that easy?
Yeah, I know. Still.
If we can just get through this door, we should come out on the other side of that grate we saw earlier.
But we don't have a key card.
Hmm.
Can you still hear me? It's a bit low. Like I'm just going to heighten it a bit. Sorry for this. Like I need to do this just because I can listen myself. So yeah, I can actually have it closer. Why don't I have it closer? So can you hear me better now? Yeah, it's good. Okay.
Anyway, let's take a look.
Hey,
What's that?
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you.
We have a map.
I found this a little while ago. It's a map of the B deck.
let me see that. I knew it. See? Look.
Yes,
Huh?
yes, hold your horses.
Look at
What
what?
did you figure out?
Tell
What's
me! Like last time. Like before. Tell me your secrets!
See? We came in here. Now if we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate.
What? Excuse me? Oh yeah, like this doesn't really tell me anything. Casino, wait, what? What do you mean by casino? What? What? Woo! Huh? Huh? Uh-huh. Oop. go backwards. Okay. Yeah, we're in the kitchen. So, came from there to go there to be here. Now we are on this side of that. We need to fix this. Why are you clicking backwards? Okay, it does that automatically, apparently. Okay, sure.
How about that? She's right. We can get out through there.
Now you show me. Thank you! I already got up the
There we
map.
go. Here, you can have it back.
Boy! Woo! Okay, so and I see it's a little loud. The thing is, I'm trying to both hear me and them. It's like a bit of half complications between this and that. So I'm trying to do a good thing here and stay quiet.
Thanks.
There's a card reader on the right side of the door.
Okay, so if I talk now, sorry, I just seriously need to fix the sound. I don't sometimes know what I need to be at, so there.
And that means the key card is somewhere in here, right?
Yeah, apparently it seems like that way.
That seems the most likely.
Oh, I think you can actually get back. Okay, you get back. I don't really remember. Well, let's.
All right, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues.
Okay.
Woo! Another escape! Woohoo! Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Voucher, it says appetizer. Nine. Paper and pen. Okay, so appetizer 9, meat 10, soup A, and seafood F. Okay. Safety reasons. 9 plates. Appetizers. Okay. Excuse me. I think you know what that is from. 10 of them. In the middle, that is meat plate. Soup. Wait, you said 10 soup plates. 10 soup plates. Bill. Okay, nice diner out. What makes you think a poor college student has the money to do something like that? 15 of these plates. Assume they are for seafood. Okay. 15. Well, can you tell that? This looks like other plates from the 99-cent store. I'm gonna take a plate out. Oh. Why the hell are you bringing it up June? Lady Dot protest too much. Think? What? Lady Dot protest too much. What? You are not terrible. Stop. Okay. Oh. And these are for serving meats. And it doesn't say how many, but we already know that. Oh. It's made out of silver, but it's possibly really yummy. They even happen. Okay, well, nothing. Don't really need hot water. No. Okay. Where am I now? Pressure cooker. I guess we could use some of these as weapons. What kind of idiot are you? You're gonna run around holding that thing while you're looking for the dead? It's a joke. This is serious. Mostly because we're stuck in here. Okay, wait a second. I am so turned around right now, so that's the other side of that.
rusty knife?
Oh,
I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this.
it's rusty.
It's futile.
Futile?
It's futile.
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
Ah, right, futile. Okay, yes, I have more or less understood the word I had in my head. I thought you meant something else.
Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason really. I
Okay.
was just thinking about futility.
Huh? Why were you thinking about futility?
Well, it has something to do with the Titanic.
The Titanic?
Okay, yeah,
Yep.
what?
Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
No, I think I actually saw a program where they showed actually that there was a thing there, bad work or something, or it was something with the work at least. Predicted? No, I haven't.
I haven't. What is it?
In 1892, 14 years before the Titanic sank, a novel was published. It was called Futility. It was written by an American novelist named Morgan Robertson. The
Okay.
story was about a big cruise ship colliding with an iceberg and sinking. Of course, if that was the only similarity, there wouldn't be any reason to mention it. It wasn't, though. The name of the ship, its nationality, course, departure time, size, displacement, maximum speed, number of passengers and crew, the number of lifeboats,
Okay, wow.
even the location of the accident itself, and the cause and the location of the damage.
What
Everything matches the Titanic almost exactly.
Okay, sure you got into this
It was
apparently.
almost as if he'd seen the whole thing happen. This
Okay.
book was written 14 years before the Titanic sank.
Okay. Is psychic?
But that's not all. It wasn't just futility that predicted the sinking of the Titanic.
It is
There
more?
were two other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead.
Okay.
Both of them
Cannot
before
see
the
my own
accident.
voice. You have to. There we go. Now I can see my voice. Okay. Both of them.
One in 1886 and one in 1892. Stead wrote two stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. In one, two ships collided. Many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but
I think that might be a true story. I'm uncertain. I'm not gonna check that up. But I'm just going to do a bit more of myself here. Hello. But still, that is interesting.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day, or even other ships.
Right, I knew you'd say that.
Okay, more?
But what if Stead had some sort of special powers? To be more specific, what if he had the ability to do automatic writing?
What is automatic writing?
Automatic writing? Wait, are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Yes,
Okay.
What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull.
but Jumpy, you said you believe in curses.
Come on, that's totally different. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load. These guys still couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic. When this Stead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet. So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff?
That's not it.
Then
What's
tell
not
me.
it?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
Oh. What are you smoking?
That was the best commentary. What are you?
Years before it happened.
Oh, okay.
Why don't we talk about this some other time, okay?
Huh? But
Come on, let's get back to it.
Okay. I'm going to. I did a bad mistake. So I know stuff about these games that I'm not going to say, so I'm just going to let this be. Milk in an iron barrel. Judging by the rust, it's probably really old. Open. I wouldn't probably be
Cheese.
Woo! What do we got? The bottle of what? An oil bottle! Woo! Yeah, oil bottle that's going crazy! Okay. Yeah, now we got a knife that's going crazy! Oh shit. Yeah, I know we're done. Not a great top. Really make the bad juice drip down. Okay, the only thing I can think of is this door. Alright, let's check it out then. It is very rusty. Let's try this one. Let's oil it in. Come on now. Woo. Okay.
Oh, it's cold in here. What
Think
is this
freeze.
place?
Are you blind? It's a freezer.
Oh, no way. That's way too cold for me. I'll freeze solid in seconds. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you.
Yeah, do that because I can see right now everything on you is bare. Literally.
Oh, whoa. It's really cold in here.
Hey, you don't need to be in here. You had a fever just a little bit ago. You should stay.
No, my fever's gone now.
But
Huh?
no! Why did it suddenly close? Ah! The knob's frozen.
But why?
What a knob.
It looks like the pipe next to it broke, and...
Hey, Lotus! You're out there, right?
What do you want? What's going on?
The door
I
won't
just-
open! Try opening it from that side, please!
Try and open. Oh, my TV is haunting me once
Oh,
more.
fine. If you say so. It's no use. It won't budge. You've got
Okay.
more people in there. You figure it out.
Oh.
God damn it.
Anyway, let's find a way out. If we don't get moving, we're gonna be permanent residents.
Two heads. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just take a good look around this room, okay?
Right.
Yeah, okay. So, in here we have... dry ice.
Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah, it is.
I wonder how warm it has to get for it to turn back into gas again.
Hell if I know. How is that gonna help us anyway?
Yeah, I think it's a bit irrelevant right now.
I figured we might be able to use it to get out of here.
Carbon dioxide sublimation point is negative 109 degrees. Any warmer than that, and it'll turn into gas. Any lower, and it becomes a solid.
Oh, how do you know that?
Despite my looks, I am the the queen of random knowledge.
Clean. What?
Looks bad to mess up when you're showing off.
You've
Oh, you're so cold your mouth's going numb?
Ah,
Let's fight.
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you?
Come on, guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird? I wonder why it doesn't turn into a liquid first.
How the hell would I know? And how the hell is that gonna help us get out? We don't have time for this crap.
But it can turn into a liquid. Carbon dioxide turns to liquid if you put it under high enough pressure.
This isn't really a good time for a chat about science.
I know one thing that you can use to do a bomb.
But I was wondering the same thing.
Wondering what?
Wondering why carbon dioxide doesn't turn into a liquid unless it's under pressure.
Right? It just seems weird.
This is the best place to actually have this kind of knowledge.
Water's a
Okay.
liquid between 32 degrees and 212 degrees. So why isn't that the case for carbon dioxide? H2O and CO2 are pretty similar.
No, they're not. They're totally different substances. Look, guys, if we keep this up, we're just gonna freeze to death. You good with that? You want to die talking about sublimation and gases? Because I sure as hell don't. Now let's get back to work. Assuming you don't want to end up like a pair of ice sculptures.
Oh, but there's a kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees. I heard about it. Its melting point is 96 degrees.
Ice with a melting point of 96 degrees?
Okay.
You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah, well, you could also look at it as ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
Okay. That's
So what's
interesting.
this ice with a melting point of 96 degrees called?
I heard it's called Ice 9.
Okay, this I know something from the other games. That it is something that just brings up. So I want to check this. Ice 9. Oh. Okay, sorry, it is me who managed to do some weird shit here with my voice thing. Polymorph of water which instead melting at 0.32 Fahrenheit melts at 45. Okay, so it is a Ice 9 is a fictional material that appears in Kurt Vonnegu's something. I can't really pronounce his name. Oh, okay. Thank you for that. That's something I've brought up in these games sometimes. It doesn't have a big thing, but it's only something
Ice
that is here.
9?
Originally, Ice 9 was a made-up substance invented by a science fiction author. But recently,
Yeah, exactly that thing.
scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
I more or less have to read more about that later, if it actually does, because it only says it's fictional
Wait,
at the
hold up.
beginning.
So is
Now
this thing
we are
called
more
Ice
of the
9
game,
or
not
is it
these-
water?
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, it'll be liquid. If it's under that, it'll solidify. So you could think of it as a polymorph of H2O. Here, think of it like diamonds and graphite.
Okay.
They're both made of carbon, right? But
Yeah.
depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness and structure are completely different.
So
True.
you're saying normal water and this Ice 9 are like that?
Yup. Have you heard the story about the crystallization of glycerin? For 150 years after the discovery of glycerin, people cooled it, warmed it. They did all sorts of things to it.
Okay.
But whatever they did, it never crystallized. However, one day in 1920, some glycerin on its way to England by ship was discovered.
Okay, I don't know why I do this so much. I just want to. Is the late.
Yes, that's the voice thing.
There. Okay.
To have
so-
crystallized during the trip.
Okay, I just took it up because I don't want to read that. I just want to check it up
Scientists
later.
around the world wanted to research this
Why
new
does-
crystallized form of glycerin.
I don't really understand. Why do you do that now instead?
and asked for
Like I can just check my video later and then search it up.
seeds. Oh, a seed is a sample of the original crystallized substance. With a seed crystal, further crystallization of glycerin would be easy. However, something very strange happened.
Okay.
Not only did the glycerin encouraged by seed crystals begin to crystallize, even the samples nearby did, even though they were tightly sealed.
Like the ghostly came
And it didn't
to
end
each other.
there. After that day, it doesn't matter where in the world it is. All glycerin crystallizes naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees. Before that day, no matter how glycerin was cooled, it refused to crystallize.
Wait, so what you're saying is before a time, glycerin was glycerin, a liquid, and after a time when they had this seed, it started to crystallize one of the substances. But then after that, every glycerin, doesn't matter what.
But
actually
once the
started crystallizing.
crystallization had begun, it was almost like, how do I put it? It was almost like all the glycerin in the world was communicating.
Evolving or something like that.
Communicating in some way that we can't sense. And now it's happening everywhere.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. But, what does that have to do with Ice 9?
What she's saying is that it's a lot like Ice 9. What happened, I mean.
A lot like? Oh, that would be bad. If water everywhere started freezing at 96 degrees, man.
It'd be the end of the world.
It would.
At any rate, we're not gonna have to worry about the end of the world unless we can get out of here pretty
Especially
damn
we
quick.
thought that if we would be able to drink it before it freezes, it would freeze in our stomach. Oh,
All right, guys. I think that's enough of
that is
I didn't think
nasty.
we'd get quite this far off topic. I mean, I know I'm kind of at fault here, but we can't be screwing around anymore.
Yeah, you two are at
Seriously.
fault.
I might go by the name Santa right now, but I didn't grow up in Iceland. I freaking hate the cold.
You mean the green place?
So let's get cracking, all right? We gotta find a...
Selfish, isn't it? Ice 9 is interesting and all, but we can discuss it more once we get out of this.
Okay. Now we need some other stuff. Okay, nothing there. Oh, tag. Oh! Whoops, wrong one, sorry. Warm water and dry ice. Have in together. Burst is hard to warm them at this place. Ah, wait a second. Can I do this? Over. Okay, I can't use the door to just bash it in. Sorry, with all my button pressing here, that is That's all. We did never do that in school. I think it would be bad. We need to use it. We need to be able to like just crush it. But right now I wasn't crush it there. Okay. Okay, this is a bit of a pickle. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, I'm a bit uncertain myself what to do here. Can we not just swing it? Ish. Yeah, I understand that, but bottle. I know we need to crush it. I'm trying to find a way to crush it. I did click that before. Okay, bye. There we go. Now we got a bomb. Sorry, I'm clicking everywhere apparently. We got a bomb, got a bomb, got a bomb.
Put water into the bottle with dry ice, and make sure the lid's closed. Now I just have to put this makeshift bomb on... Alright, so, what do we do?
We just need to give it a little, tap. The bottle's already about to pop. If we just throw a rock or something at it, it'll go off.
A small rock. Alright, this ought to do...